My name is Lydia. I go to TCU. I'm a senior, and I was privileged to go to Southeast Asia with Encounter this summer. I definitely had some hesitations. The summer of 2023 was one of the hardest times of my life for a lot of reasons, and so it felt really scary to trust God with another one of my summers. I also was a little nervous because I'd never done any sort of ministry work in a place where I couldn't speak the language. But I was reading Acts 2 one day, and it was about how the apostles were filled with the Holy Spirit and they were able to declare the wonders of God in all the different tongues. And I realized that it had always been the Holy Spirit that was speaking through me, and it was never my own words, so it didn't matter if I was going to speak Spanish or Bahasa or English, the Holy Spirit was going to be the one giving me the words. My favorite part of the trip was just getting to watch the Lord change the hearts of the people on our team to know Him deeper and then just have a deeper fire for sharing His gospel. Coming back, I know all of us have just a renewed passion to really labor well and just reach the lost, which was really cool. Not something that I was expecting to be as passionate about coming back from the trip. We were all varying degrees of nervous when we went to the campus because we were fearful that they would be afraid of the foreigners and that they wouldn't want to come talk to us, and so we were really intentional with praying over the campuses that we went to. And the first night we were doing a prayer walk and we just saw these girls at a bus stop and we talked to them. And then the next day we had gaggles of people coming up to us and asking us who we were, people from different friend groups, which doesn't happen where we were. So that was really, really awesome. And we just got to have really deep, genuine friendships with the girls that we met, which was awesome and not necessarily something that I was expecting, but these girls wanted to know us and we wanted to know them. We got to reflect the joy of Christ to them, and they asked questions about why we were so happy, which was so cool. And I remember we had these two friends. We had like a huge adventure, and then we decided to go to this like rooftop ramen place, and we were sharing with them the story of the woman at the well. And one of our friends, we asked them, we were like, how can you get living water? And one of our friends was like, well, maybe you have to make a sacrifice to get the living water. And our other friend said, weren't you just listening? They said Jesus was the sacrifice. And I was like, yes, that's it. Like, you got it. You don't know what you're saying, but you got it. So it was cool to watch the Lord show up in ways that I wasn't expecting and like really open huge doors in a place that can feel very closed off, but like the harvest is so plentiful there. It's just such a cool invitation that the Lord is placing in front of us to be a part of His plan for the nations. You have this unprecedented amount of time, especially with your summers when you're in college, where you can take hold of the opportunity to be a part of God's plan and to get to witness some really awesome things that He's doing and get to be a part of that, which is such a privilege. So like, why wouldn't you want to do that? To someone who is on the fence about going or applying to a mission trip with Encounter, I would say just do it. Just go, just pray, just apply. I think just open your life to the Lord and be fully His, because it's absolutely the best decision I've ever made.